everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's the Artsy Amateur, and today I am doing something so exciting that's been on my mind. I've not yet tried it, but I am going to make a fluid art landscape painting. So I've had a lot of ideas. I've watched some amazing videos of artists doing it before on YouTube, and today I'm trying my own for the very first time. If you're new to my channel, thanks for joining. I've only been painting about 6 months now, so it seems like every video that I do, the next one, I'm trying something new, a new technique, a new style of fluid art, you know, using silicone oil versus not, trying to do swipe techniques, but this one I'm really excited about. And I've picked out some beautiful colors. Before we get into the colors, let me just go over my canvas. This is a 16 by 20 inch gallery wrapped canvas from Artist Loft. I have pinned and taped the back of my canvas. I've really been loving to use craft paper to cover the entire back, just so that it's very clean and looks great when you peel it off. And then of course my giant push pins to level it out. And you'll notice I have a strip of tape here. This is just for guidance. So I'm going to do one part of the sky. So about 2/3 of the painting is going to be the sky. After I stretch that out, I'll remove this guidance tape and then do the ground, basically the earth. But I'm really excited about the different color combos, and I'm really hoping they turn out good. I'm also using a new technique I've never used, and that is using a funnel. So funnels can provide a lot of great mixing and blending and kind of viscosity and forcing the paint out in a certain way. So I'm really excited to use this. But let's get into the colors, because I know that's what everyone usually is excited about. Let's start with the sky colors. So here I have Master's Touch Liquid Acrylic in Titanium White. I have Ultramarine Blue from Liquitex Basics. I have Naphthol Crimson by Liquitex Basics. And finally, Yellow Oxide, also by Liquitex Basics. So my first color, what I did was I combined some of that yellow oxide with the titanium white just to lighten it up a little bit, kind of like a sunset or sunrise vibe is what we're going for in the sky. This next one, I combined this Naphthol red. Is that how you say it? Naphthol. Woo, that's a tricky one. Naphthol red. I combined that with a little bit of the yellow oxide and a little bit of white, and it made this beautiful peachy color. So I'm really hoping that looks beautiful in our sky. And then, as a typical sunset or sunrise does, it fades into a blue. So we're thinking about going, you know, from yellow to that peach to the blue, and then hopefully we'll get some mixtures between the two, between the three colors as well. So the yellow and peach, maybe they'll make a beautiful orange, and then hopefully the blue and the peach pink will make some sort of neat purple. So that's it for the sky. Going over to the ground, or the earth, if you will, we have warm gray from Master's Touch. So that is just straight warm gray. And these colors are not mixed, with any other colors. They're just straight from the container here. Next, we have grass green by Master's Touch, very fitting for earthy colors. And then finally, to bring a little bit more brown and depth to it, I have this Liquitex Basics in Burnt Umber. So both methods, for both sides of the canvas, we're going to use the funnel. So I will have to stop halfway through and go rinse it out and then come back. But yeah, and I'm trying a little bit of a new angle to where it's angled down. So hopefully you guys can see more of what I'm doing while I'm doing it. All right, let's get started. I'm a little bit nervous and lots of excited. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plan to make kind of, like a center puddle here. Go across with like some of the yellow and then the pink, and then kind of work my way back up. And then once we get a decent sized puddle, then we can stretch it. And once it stops stretching, then we'll move down to the ground stuff. All right. Let's do this. Woo, I'm so excited. Just so you know, all of my colors are mixed with Curate pouring medium. I've really been loving Curate. They're doing an awesome job with their mixing medium. I love it because I don't have to put any water in it. It's very runny, so it's kind of helpful in that way. All right, I'm just gonna slowly lift it up here and get some of this pink starting to show through. Right, beautiful. I'm gonna pour it up a little bit higher so I can get some more mixing. And I'm trying not to put too much of the peach color because I'm gonna save that also for mixing up at the top. All right. Now I'm just gonna kind of walk that around too. It's so beautiful already. I love a sky, a beautiful sunset. Oh. And it's March right now in Pennsylvania. I am so excited for some warm weather. OMG, yes, please. It's been a brutal winter here, so. All right, let's do a little bit more of the yellow. And now we want to start adding a little bit more of the peach color, kind of making it, you know, a hybrid because we're going to start trying to work up into the blue. One thing I don't want to do too much, it's okay if it happens a little bit, but I don't want to mix too much of the yellow with the blue because, you know, I'm trying to avoid getting some green. Now, there are, you know, if you look at a sunset or a sunrise, it does have a little bit of a green transition. It's only, you know, only natural, if you will. But yeah, we don't want a ton of it, so. Okay. I am going to put just a little bit more on the sides down here. Just so we have enough paint to cover everything. Okay, so my yellow is spent. So bully. So hopefully I calculated enough paint here. We'll see. Ooh, that is beautiful. All right. Now, let's add just one round of peach so we can kind of wipe down the yellow here, get that out of the way before we come in with our beautiful blue color. All right, looks like it is mostly peach now. That's good. All right. So I'm going to do a little bit of the peach, a little bit of the blue, a little bit of the peach again. All right. Here we go on this end. Interesting. Okay. We got some blue and peach and yellow and all sorts of things going on. Kind of fun. So, all right. Let's really get this blue going. This is what we need. This is where it starts to transition. Our beautiful sunset, sunrise. I don't know, what's your preference? What do you guys like more, sunsets or sunrises? I feel like if I'm up early enough, I love a good sunrise. Does that happen ever? Sometimes. I'm just gonna mix a little bit down here. All right, and then add some more blue. Oh boy, that was a fun sound. All right, my pink's all gone, so that's enough of that one. But we still have some mixing going on up here. So. Might as well just use it all. Why not? Okay, it's looking neat. One of the things I'm gonna do is maybe just drag my finger through and like kind of mix up this blue, and there's like a weird, like very specific line where the blue starts and the yellow ends. So I just wanted to kind of break that up a little bit. And once it stretches out, hopefully it'll blend a little bit more, but just wanted to bring some of that color up. Okay, let me get all of my paints out of the way. That would help you see a lot better. Hold on. Okay, let me torch it here, get rid of the air bubbles, and then we'll start stretching it. All right, let's start moving it. Oh man, this is so pretty. All right, so interestingly enough, I'm gonna go down and meet the tape. Again, this is just a guide. It's not meant to keep the paint from like not ever going over, but I want to keep some of the blue also. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to tilt it this way, get that covered, and then try to go off the sides. So got it down there. Let me turn it around, take it off the top up here. Okay, beautiful. Oh, this is so pretty. All right, now we can bring it back to the center kind of. All right, and then walk it down. Okay, bring it back down, off that side. All right. Oh, this is looking so pretty. I'm so excited. I am so excited. All right, now let's go down this way here. All right, kind of force it over there. All right, lovely. Okay, let's take it down off the top a little bit. All right, and then back down. And this is good. This is what I wanted. So I want to make sure it stops moving pretty much. That way, when we come in with the ground area, it's pretty much, you know, stopped moving, and then we can focus on the ground. All right, I'm just bringing it back down so we get some more blue over there. Down and over the edge. Okay. Woohoo! Oh my gosh, that is stunning. Oh wow, that's so pretty. All right, I'm gonna go touch up my sides just a little bit before we start the next part. Okay, so I'm gonna let that set up just a little bit and rinse out my funnel and we can begin the next part. All right, I think we're ready for the next part. My funnel's cleaned off. The paint is probably set up pretty well to when we go to stretch the next part, it won't stretch as much, which is exactly what I wanted. So, all right, let's remove this tape. Again, it was just as a guide. It's not meant to be some sort of barrier. I know it's gonna, you know, kind of combine and stretch and go up into the sky just a little bit, and that's okay. That's what we want. We don't want a very strict line. I'm kind of thinking more of like for landscape, you know, some rocks, some hills, things like that. So, all right. Okay, stick it away. All right, let's get to doing the next part. This one I'm gonna probably just be a little bit more random with because I don't really have a gradient I'm trying to go for. I might start out with, you know, a little bit of the tan and green up at the top and then work to like brown and green just to kind of reflect, but again, it's not super critical. So again, I'm just gonna make kind of like a puddle in the middle and then we can stretch it around. So, some green. Some brown. You got a dab of the chocolate here. And just kind of do something similar. Gonna mix it around, blend it in a little bit. All right. I think we need some more green up here. Looks a little tan. So just add those slightly more green. Add some dimension here. And then I think I'm done using the tan. I'm just going to use the rest of the green and a little bit of the brown as well, because we don't have a lot of real estate that we have to cover down here. Not as much. So we don't need as much paint. How about that? All right, I think that's pretty good. Let's get to stretching. And if we have to add more, we'll add more, but I'm really hoping we don't have to add more. Spin it around so you guys can see. Again, I'm gonna try to basically fill up the top the most. Well, yeah. Let's go across the top and then we'll go across the bottom. And you know what's interesting? There's kind of clumps in here, but it actually looks kind of cool, if I'm gonna be honest. It looks like rocks. So I might keep it. I don't know. All right, we're gonna go back the other way here. Well, I probably can keep it that way. All right, I am gonna try to get some of those out. I mean, they're kind of cool, but this many, I don't know about that, but. All right, let's try this again. All right, it looks like we don't have quite enough paint yet. I'm just gonna mix up a little bit more green, and then we can do maybe a little bit more on this side. It's having trouble covering the whole thing, so 1 second. Okay, so I'm just gonna put the funnel here and just do a little bit more green, maybe a little blip of tan, a little blip of brown, and then some green again. I'm just gonna have it meet the other paint and then go off the edge. So I'm really hoping that it pulls this tan back also. Yes, it did. Good. Good, good, good. Okay, bring it back, down, and get off all the extra. All right, I am gonna just take my fingers and kind of swipe through a little bit just to bring some of that tan, the beautiful tan, all the way through, because it kind of got stuck. All right, let me go wash my hands, get cleaned up, and I'll grab the camera and bring you down for a close-up of the wet reveal. Okay, close-up of the wet reveal. Oh, look at these colors, oh my gosh. I am so in love. Okay, let's start with the ground. The ground is cool. Love the different colors of brown and tan. It's gonna dry really neat too, so I'm excited to see that. And then going up to the sky, it looks like it's alive. Honestly, I couldn't be more happy with it. The colors, the way the movement goes, you know, how the colors fade from one to another, it looks like a real sunset or sunrise to me. So I am so happy and can't wait to see how it dries. So that's where I'll see you guys. All right, here we are a few days later. Look how beautiful this turned out. I'm so excited. And you know what? At first, I didn't know how to feel about this grassy area because remember, I had to put a little bit extra on. It kind of looks like a cool valley or something, so like a ravine. So I am super happy, and oh my goodness, look at this sky. It is so pretty. Like how this looks like wispy clouds in the blue and the pink and the orange. Oh, I am in love with it, and I already have so many ideas on what to do next. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Well, thank you all so much for going on this journey with me. It was so much fun. I am in love with this, and I already have like 10 more ideas on what to do next. So please subscribe to my channel. I have a lot of videos coming up. Would have really appreciate it if you did give this video a like and share with your friends if they would think this is interesting too. All right, hope to see you all soon. Take care.